Hello, this is Geoff with End Up Studies. Today we're looking at Ephesians chapter 6, verses 1 through 3. It says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth." Well, the first thing we observe here is that this is a quotation of the fifth commandment from Deuteronomy chapter 5 or Exodus chapter 20. And the 10 Commandments are the tablets of the covenant, the old covenant, a works covenant with Israel. And that old covenant has come to an end at the cross. And therefore the 10 Commandments, which are a summary of the requirements of a works covenant, they are no more, not as the 10, but 9 of the 10 are brought over into the new covenant era under the law of Christ in one form or another. And here we find the fifth commandment. So let's suppose that you were a father of a precocious young man in your family and he's disobeying you, and you address him and you say, "Son, you should not, disobey because the fifth commandment tells you not to." Now, if the son was a sharp individual who knew something of his Bible, he may say, "Dad, you're right, I have been disobedient, but I am no longer under that fifth commandment. That was for Israel under the old covenant, and it is no more." And he would be absolutely correct. The fifth commandment, as a part of the 10 Commandments, a summary of the works covenant, is no more, no longer has authority. But the law of Christ has brought over the fifth commandment. And now it does have authority, not because it's the fifth commandment, but because it is part of the law of Christ. And therefore, it is for today, and your son is guilty before God. So this is important to keep in mind. Also, I should point out in verse 3, it says, "So that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on the earth." Whereas in Deuteronomy 5 or Exodus 20, it says you may enjoy a long life in the land, which is Israel, the promised land. And of course, if that commandment is now in the new covenant era under the law of Christ, then of course we change from the land, the promised land, to the long life on the earth, because Jesus is the Savior of the world. That is, he has his people from every tribe, nation, and tongue. So, hope this has been helpful. If you want to check out more of Geoff's thoughts, you can go to youtube.com, and there you can subscribe to them. Take care now. Bye-bye.